Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Winner Circle Sports Betting Podcast, Thanksgiving edition. You know what? I got my turkey hat on. Look at my turkey hat on, Kev. Got to get low. I'm leaning back here. I was leaning back with Matt Fargo today doing the triple header here. Maybe we got to bump up the bump. I can't do it now. We got to bump. I don't know. I can't fit it all in. I got to pull it down more. Listen, if you like the hat,
you can get it for $19.99.
$17.99 on Amazon.
Hit
the like button. Share, subscribe, notification. We're very festive. We got the pumpkins on here. We got the cornucopia of treats. But listen, hit that like button, share, subscribe, notification bell on. You want to know each and every day we pump out the free picks, whether it's a Thursday prop night or regular free picks in the NBA or NFL or college football or Major League Baseball, hockey, whatever the case may be. Maction on a Tuesday. We got you covered here 7 days a week. Chip Trimmis on the weekends with the Vegas Legends. I'm here all week. I got Kevin. I got Brian. I got Doug, Chipper, Matt, Mark Lawrence live on a Football Friday, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. You want to tune into that. Always a good show for an hour. Sometimes we go over an hour. Always good conversation and plenty of free picks for you there. Now, free picks are great. That's why you tune in here. You got that notification bell on. You're like, oh, props are up. Let me go check out the video. Our best bets and top plays for Thanksgiving triple header or Maction on a Tuesday or just rando late night degenerate action on a Monday night in whack basketball at 11:30 at night. Head to gamblersworld.net. Right now, it's a Black Friday sale. Get it 20% off site-wide. Every package is included in this. So that's a great deal. 20% off the 3, 7, 30-day packages. Take 20% off. $69.99 day pass. Take 20% off. An individual pick. You just want somebody's 3-pack. You want the Thursday early game. Go get it. 20% off. Me, Kevin, anyone else. Prefer me and Kevin. You're watching us. Go get a pick. Go get a pick. We're going to give you some props, but if you want the side action on this game, gamblersworld.net. Speaking of, Kev, premium action here around Thanksgiving. Or actually, this will be up on Wednesday, so we could even lead into Wednesday. You might have some other things going on beforehand, but Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, a lot of football on deck, a lot of rivalries, college, NFL Week 13 is here. Anything up and ready to rock right now, or what do you got in the loading right now?
Oh, we're gonna definitely have Thursday action all filled in for you. Running red hot in football right now. I think I'm 61% for the season, and it doesn't get any. It doesn't as good as it's gonna get. I mean, I want it to get better, but that's a phenomenal run I'm on, and I'm just gonna roll it right. The Packers, Detroit. We're gonna start right there, and we're just gonna keep rolling all the way into Sunday. But college football, that's heating up as well. Like you said, we got a lot of very important games coming up, so you want to take advantage of all that, especially these longer term deals. I mean, that's where you get the best bang for your buck, especially with 20% off. I mean, that's a steal of a deal if you ask me. Any of these great handicappers, this show, honestly, even before I became on this show, I watched this show a lot and was. Because even as cappers, we're still sports bettors, and these guys, lots of great information. I like to pick Sean's Higgs off the camera, and then I like to watch their videos too. A lot of these guys give out good stuff. So leave a thumbs up, right? Make sure to subscribe. I mean, it's free. It's free, and it's Thanksgiving. Like, we're giving thanks. We're giving a ton of props. 3 games, you're going to get a ton of props here. So do us a favor, subscribe, and share these videos with your buddies.
61%. In our world, that is a insane percentage and a great season. In the fake world of the YouTube comments and the Twitter discourse, that's child's play. Those are rookie numbers. But we know when there's real money involved, that is a epic season. Believe me, you're crashing 60% in the NFL.
Oh, dude, 57% on my nips are hard. Just be honest.
Really?
57%.
People don't understand because they're just so – forest from the trees, right? They just one day like, oh, I don't care about how you're doing for the year. How'd you do yesterday? Well, yes, yesterday. Well, you don't worry about. No, it's long grinds. Let's go. I mean, that's a crazy percent in the hardest sport there is. That's it. You'll hear many people say that NFL is the toughest sport to bet sidewise, total wise. We're not talking parlays and props and this kind of nonsense. Straight up, 17, whether 18 weeks now, whatever they are. The teams, everyone knows every inch about them. Lines sharp as a razor, and this guy's crushing it. Really, it's a great year. Really is, Kev. Really is.
Thank you.
Yeah, it doesn't get enough credit. People, again, that's not that hard to do. That's not hard to do. Okay, all right. Enjoy your 47% and think you're making money because you win 1 week and you forget the 9 losers you had all week long before the NFL Sunday. It's that's baseball, Susan, as our guy John Sterling would say when things go awry. Listen, we got 3 games here, and all pretty good. Forget about the sides and just that kind of side of it because they all have meaning, right? They're all very important games for each of these teams, whether they're trying to make the playoffs, hanging on to their lives, trying to win divisions, getting back in hunts. A lot of ways to tackle sides and totals in this game. You got to go to gamblersworld.net for those plays. But now we get to the fun stuff here that people like to do. They love their props. I get it. I'm slowly embracing them a little more than I had in the past. Because like we were just saying, NFL, whatever sport, it's tough to tackle the side or total. That takes a little work to do to beat that on a consistent basis. Whereas we throw out props, especially me, Kev, whether it's a Ruby prop plus 185 or a tutty for 350. We take a little further shots down the field. These things you don't have to hit at a high percentage, which I love because I'm a volume kind of guy. There's a lot of great opportunities here, and you start because both of yours and I'm
start first game.
Yeah, for Green Bay, Detroit, you'll talk about them, and then your next game ones. I'm like, oh man, why didn't I think of those? There are so many folks that you forget. Like, oh man, why didn't I think of that one? And especially the next game. But here we go. We're going to start with yours here. Go at it for Green Bay and Detroit. What do you got for us prop wise?
Well, we'll start with my Packers, right? We're going to go with Christian Watson over 75 yards. This guy has gotten more targets since he's come back from injury. Well, he didn't come back from it. He came back from a serious injury from last year. And his targets, I think last game he had over 7 targets. He's becoming the bona fide facto. And if you think this is going to be a close game, it probably look. I'm not going to sit here and say my Packers are going to win this game. Detroit probably has the better offense, well-oiled machine. So I think the Packers are going to be playing catch up. I don't think they're going to be able to run the ball like they did last week with Wilson. I mean, he just ran all over the place, and I don't see that happening against Detroit. But you can beat this Detroit secondary. We just saw Jameis Winston throw for like 800 yards against this team in some of the craziest plays I've ever seen. I mean, Jameis Winston looked like he was having fun. I think his coach took him aside and said, "Hey, we don't want to win this game. We want a nice draft pick. Let's lose this game." So the defense, they let Jamar Gibbs run amok. The Packers aren't going to let Jamar Gibbs run a buck, but we're going to go back to Christian Watson. I think he's right now. I know everyone thinks it's Romeo Doubs, gets about 10 targets a game. He's become more the security blanket with Tucker Kraft out. We know he's done for the season, but I think Christian Watson's going to be the big play guy. One catch can get us 75 yards here and over 75 yards. Plus, I think I got it at plus 220. I think that's what I locked it in at MGM. I know a lot. There's tons of books out there you can look at. You can shop it around. Honestly, I've been looking at Fanatics too. That book is a lot of crazy odds, and it's nice payouts too.
They're all over the place. The odds on the props. So I mean, we're gonna put somewhere. But wait a second, where'd you get that from?
Yeah,
I mean, there's some guys are slow to adjust to other whatever people have. Maybe someone came in on something, they move it 50 cents, and the other book doesn't move it because somebody's betting on that one.
And on the other side, Detroit, hate them. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Got to respect his play. This guy, he's not a big guy, but man, does he fight for every inch, and I respect that a lot. It's like when Randy Moss played for the Vikings. I hated him, but I respected his play. Plus 105 anytime touchdown. He's going to be big in this game here because I think the Packers are going to kind of the pass rush. They're going to try to get after Goff. So he's more of the slot guy, a little short stuff there. I know a lot of people think they're just going to run with Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs is going to struggle in this game. So Amon St. Brown, big game, anytime touchdown, plus 105. I hate to see it, but it's going to happen. So you can lock that one in. That might become a premium prop for me, actually. I know it's going to get a lot of my attention when I'm betting these. So they're my two for that first game.
So we'll jump right into St. Brown because I got 2 tutties for St. Brown. And I'm, 105 to me, I'm like, if he's going to get one, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, why can't he get a second? Especially in a game where it might be a little more scoring action. You're coming off a game where the defense didn't look all that great. And it's crazy, right? You see him against the Eagles, and it's like a 16-9 game. And then they play the Giants with a backup, and we're spinning like he's Willie Beamer in any given Sunday out here, right? James Winston comes in, he's like just chucking down the field. There's reverses, there's flea flickers. 2 touchdowns plus 750 for St. Brown.
I like that too.
Again, it's the 105 is nice. He'll get to 1. And I'll talk about his one in a second because I have a little anytime tutty with him and Gibbs. That pays 232. You think Gibbs will be held in check here? He still will vulture a touchdown if that's the case. Even if he has no yardage. When it gets into the 10-yard line, they're going to give him the ball regardless.
My thing as a fan of this matchup, it's usually Montgomery that vultures the touchdown against us. He might get 5 or 6, but if you can get it with Montgomery and Amon, I would do it that way. Gibbs, he kind of gets wore out against us because we do have faster linebackers than he's used to. I mean, the guy's phenomenal. But it seems like if he breaks a long one, he gets out and Montgomery comes in. And he always I would, if I had to take just for one touchdown with a running back, it would have been him. So if you can get him with St. Brown, you'd probably get a lot bigger payout because a lot of people think Montgomery's like an afterthought in that offense. He's not when it comes to the it's not when it comes to the Packers. The Packers are good against the little short pass running backs. It's the guys that hit them head on because they're a smaller. They're not a bigger bunch. They got rid of Clark. He was like their biggest lineman, and they're not really great at stuffing the run. So Montgomery always gets one against us, and I hate him for that. Oh,
he's got 5 touchdowns on the year.
And if you go to game 1, they're probably all against the Packers. No, I don't know. No, Packers beat him in game 1, but that was in Green Bay, and that's when Detroit started with all those offensive linemen are injured. So
I also gave Gibbs 2 touchdowns, and this was really based on his home run ability, but he also catches passes. He's got 3 touchdowns receiving as well. Like he gets some targets out of the backfield.
Yeah, with Laporta out, that's a huge beneficiary right there because there's no one that really stepped into that spot.
Yep, it's a little flare out of the backfield, and that's something. If you want to look at something like his catches or yardage, or come, I'd rather do receiving. If Kev's a big Packer guy, so I'll respect his thought process on how that breaks down. But if that's the case, maybe his receiving yards are better than a rushing receiving combined prop for you. Again, I don't have anything on it. We're just talking back and forth. We don't do this beforehand and discuss how we're doing the props. But again, I'm going 2 tutties for Gibbs and St. Brown, 295 for Gibbs because he's going to get 1. I mean, he's minus 500 to score a touchdown. Like it's, and I do not think this is going to be like a 13-9 game. I don't. And if it is, well, our plays will go crap down the drain. And let's move on to game number 2, which we'll bail you out on game 2 if we have a snore fest here in game 1 with the Chiefs and the Cowboys. I'm gonna redo this one because I got all tutties, but I like yours a lot. So we're gonna start with Kansas City. Hunt plus 135. You gotta love it. He's like the backup running back, and he's like the guy the favorite to get all the touchdowns for Kansas City. And Worthy. I took a shot on Worthy there at 2-1. Dallas defense, I'm not all that enamored with. They look, against the Raiders, We were that impressed against Arizona the week before. They looked all right. I mean, they still gave up 21 points or whatever, gave up to Arizona and lost. Same thing with the Eagles last week, although they found the second half fix, I guess. I don't know what to say about that. That's just an oddball. You know, on a side note, that we saw the Eagles, on Sunday, Monday nights score combined with 4 teams score like 35 points. And then that total opened up at 50 against Dallas. And they go out there, score 21 in the first half. You're thinking, oh boy, they're going to get to 40 today. And they don't do anything. Yeah, whatever. That's sorry, Philly fans. Dallas touchdowns. CeeDee Lamb, 135. Pickens, 140. And I had to throw this one out here. Fergie. Jake Ferguson's 425.
Oof.
Like, he's always like in the mix for a touchdown every single week. Every single week. Even if he gets one every other week, if you're getting 3 to 4 to 1, you got to be up a ton taking this guy every week. Obviously, I think we're going to see some points in this game. This game is either going to be – I shouldn't say it's going to be – because I think there's going to be points either way. I think this will harken back to Romo Manning. When Manning was undefeated with Denver, it was like 45-42, just back and forth, right down the field. And then Romo was terrible. He lost. The guy threw like 7 touchdowns. He lost the game 52-49. And they're blaming Tony Romo because he couldn't – threw an interception on like the guy ran out of time. How's it Romo? So you gave him 50 points. Tony Romo stinks. Got through 7 touchdowns. I think this game has all the markings of a crazy high score. Again, I got five tutties here, and it plays right into your props, which I think are fabulous. I expect the Dak one. Start with the Dak because that is insane. That's what that is prices for this guy with his because he chucks. Like Pickens is his number 1 guy now. It's not even CeeDee. Pickens is his number 1. He's always looking at him. Where'd you find this number at? This is fabulous.
I use I actually had to get this one at DraftKings. There was no number for this at MGM, so I went over to DraftKings. Prescott over 300 yards passing, plus 288 for over 300 yards passing. Look, it's Thanksgiving. It's Dallas. I mean, this is what we all used to watch Madden with the big ass. What do you call it? The turkey inside the chicken inside the duck.
The
turducken, right? This is Dak's time to shine. I mean, honestly, whoever loses this game is pretty much, I think, out of the playoffs. Out of the playoffs, and we're talking about the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, and he's going against arguably the worst secondary in all of football. He must be so excited. Taylor Swift must be excited. And also her boyfriend that plays. He's probably super excited too because they're going to get a ton of yards here. Rice, your guy Worthy, over 300 yards for Mahomes is paying out plus 188. I locked that one in right away when I saw it. That was a whoa, what's going on? Look, the Chiefs defense, one of the sneakier defenses, really good at stopping the run. They big in fantasy right here. And my guy Jonathan Taylor got stuffed 55 yards on 15 carries. Yeah. I mean, they take out the best. They take out the biggest weapon, and the Cowboys got a ton of them. But when you got CeeDee Lamb and Pickens, you're in trouble because you don't have 2 corners that can cover each of those guys. And what you said about Pickens being the better of the 2, I might disagree. If CeeDee Lamb catches all those drops, he might have had 300 yards against that Eagles secondary. I mean, he dropped a ton of passes. But he drops them always against the Eagles. I mean, if you look, he's dropped because I have to listen to their radio station. I'm sure Jim listens all the time back there. But I listen to 94, and they went through statistically, he drops more against the Eagles than he does any other team. And if you watch that game, I mean, he's running to the house if he catches them.
Yeah.
So I pick your poison. They're both phenomenal. Pickens, man, the way he hops up and catches those, he makes some miraculous catches. I think the Chiefs are in trouble here. Like you said, this is going to be an old shootout in the old, I mean, right down there at the Alamo. They're in trouble. It's going to be a lot of passing yards. I don't see either team running the ball really well here. I know the Chiefs want to run the ball with Hunt, but I think the Cowboys, I think the Cowboys score first, and then that's what's going to make this become a shootout because Andy Reid cannot play a close game here. They got to go all in. They got to go balls out because you just saw what happened to the Eagles, who had 21 points and then just 40 minutes of no scoring and no offense was. It's not saying the Cowboys had a great defense. It's just the Eagles' offense just sucked. The Chiefs, man, they got all those weapons and they're healthy. So, like you said, Worthy, he's one of the fastest guys. No one even talks about Marquise Brown. Marquise Brown's super fast. I mean, they got so much speed there. So, yeah,
there's a lot of guys
like
you can
that.
take a shot with the Chiefs touchdowns, but the yardage for you is, I think, a steal. I just load up on my offshore to see what they had on there.
What they have?
I gotta search it because I just got the regular.
Well, they're my two. Mahomes and Prescott are my two favorite for this game. The touchdowns I like all years as well, but yeah, they're the two I like because I love that value because I actually was looking at Mahomes I actually looked at Dak for plus 350 because I'm thinking Pickens and CD Lamb can each get 110 yards, and then Ferguson, he'll end up with about 55 to 60. And then you just need one other guy to get a couple there for us.
So this is one of my little PPH skin joints here. Mahomes, 298 yards passing, plus 165. 308, 2-1.
Yeah.
I mean, 2-1's I guess it's worth 2-1 shot there. Dak at 296 is 193. 306 is 240.
240.
I'm gonna have to do the 308 and 306s for the 2-1 and 240s.
Can you parlay them on your book? See, I can't.
Probably.
You can't parlay props of the same game in MGM. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, I can do it here. I can parlay.
Oh, that's what I would definitely do that. Like if you really think it's going to be a shootout, that's. I really don't see the Cowboys running game getting anything going here. I mean,
here's the thing. Max bet, $32.
Oh.
So for 248, is that? You're better off. Like I could just do solo for whatever,
Oh.
Like I could put those in for $3 each. What's the 300 pay? Oh, no, I can't. I could go to 208. There we go. 208 for $4.99 on deck. It's worth a shot.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then Mahomes is 208 for $4.16.
It'll be a 9-12 final score.
I'll take it. Yeah, right. Oh my goodness. Don't say that. Please. That's the kind of crap's going on right now. I just you heard my phone beep. I got a score alert. I had Rhode Island, Vermont over 145.
144.
145 and a half.
No, I was saying it was the final score 144.
No, it was 145. I lost by half a point. And then I go to free throws. Rhode Island, 26 of 38, 68%. 16 of 23 for the other team. Like a combined 15 of 51 from 3 points. Like I couldn't. Like what the hell? Why? I'm 0-3 to that, and I'm losing with Creighton plus 9.5 down to 6. Loser. Under 144.5 goes to 141. Michigan State. Loser.
And you bag on the WNBA. These women don't miss those free throws, man. They're like 11 of 12, 19 of 20.
Wait, look at this. 22 seconds left. Made a free throw. Missed a free throw. Why? Look at this. 52 seconds. Missed free throw. 57 seconds. Missed free throw. 57 seconds. 3 missed free throws in the last minute.
Yeah, they knew. They knew.
Great. There we go. There we go. We get sidetracked here because we're doing a little live recording, if that makes any sense. Final game. Cincy. Joe Burrow's back in town against the Ravens.
Now they still have a shot, don't they?
Who, the Ravens or Cincy?
Cincy.
Yeah, they're alive.
I mean, they can win that conference.
So this is I'm going to start with the Ravens for me. I took an Andrews because he loves his tight end. The guy's always involved. A short number. That's really that's like a crazy bet for me at plus 115, right? 115. Why are we doing that? We're talking about taking $4 dogs and stuff. Lamar for a touchdown, 240. This is right up my alley here. I could see him. Let's be honest. They gotta win out. He's gonna have to move his feet and do things himself and take matters in those hands sometimes.
Well, you think that would have you think that would have started 2 weeks ago, but man, he's got to still be hurt. I mean, this guy's been horrible fantasy wise. I think he put up 7 points last week.
It's been come on. Cleveland's got a good defense.
Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Cleveland's a legit defensive team, man. They're good. Cincinnati, I don't know as much. Now, they had 2 nice stops. They held New England to 2 field goals inside the 5 last week. I was watching him like, wow, look at this defense there. Lamar, 240, 100% worth throwing a couple bones down on that one there. Just because your season is you have to win out, Lamar. You are an MVP. You're still really good. He's getting better as the season progresses. So if he's getting healthier, if that's possible. For the Bengals, I went Chase Brown. Again, 2 tutties, 450. I can't lay that kind of number with just like one. If he gets one, why can't he get a set? That sounds stupid, but really, books put guys out at minus $5 for a touchdown. Why wouldn't he get a second one? Would he get one? He's like, that's it. I'm done for today. Thanks, guys. We're going to go and have lunch. I'll see you after the game at the bar. No, you're still playing. 450. I mean, the Ravens. All right, the defense looked improved, but who are they playing?
Yeah, but their top tackler, that kid, he got hurt last game. He was limping off. I don't know if he's going to play. I forgot. I'm going
to say Graham Gesicki. I know. We'll be familiar grounds with this guy here. He was a 370 when I was checking. Again, folks, on any of these props, we're doing this on a Tuesday afternoon. They'll be different on Wednesday. They'll be different Thursday night whenever you're looking at them. We get this out right away, but please. Sometimes you get comments. People say, "Oh, I don't know where you get their numbers from." Fellow, I'm not wiping my hands on my napkin at 8:13, scrolling the screen looking for props on a Thursday or Sunday. Come on, you got plenty of time to get down. They're up everywhere. Go ahead with your props. What do you got here?
I like Mike Gesicki, tight end, Bengals as well. Joe Burrow's back. How mobile is he going to be? We don't know. Plus, you said plus 380. When I sent it was plus 400. Look, T. Higgins is out. He's out for this game. That's huge. I know you got Jamar Chase, 12, 14 targets, but they're going to need at least 33 passes in this game. So someone's going to have to eat those. And the other guy that was playing for Jamar Chase, I'm not even going to try to say his name. He got hurt in the game as well. I know I picked him up in fantasy last week, and I know he's questionable. Looks like he's going to play, but
Ivovich or whoever that name is.
Ivosazi. Yes, but I still think Mike Gesicki is going to get probably the 3rd most targets in this game, and we only need 4 and one of them for a touchdown, in my opinion, to get the nice payout here. Definitely ride with Mike Gesicki. He's basically a wide receiver anyway. That's what he was in Miami. He was just a wide receiver. I don't know if does he block.
I think he's from Manahawk in New Jersey last night. Pretty sure. He's a Jersey cat. So got cheer for the Jersey.
And then for the Ravens side, I'm going to go Zay Flowers. He isn't scoring a lot, but against this secondary, I think he's got a good shot here. The Bengals' weakness is, like most teams, the secondary banged up, not playing well. Plus 130, I got Zay Flowers. He's the number 1 wide receiver for the Ravens, so I expect him to get us a touchdown. And for that kind of money, it's worth the bang there.
There you go. Born in Manahawk, I went to Stafford High. I went to Southern Regional. Stafford, my guy. Gesicki. There you go. All right. We got loads of props here. We'll count them backwards. Flowers for Baltimore. Why not? 130 for Mr. Flowers. Gesicki, we both agree on. Find the number. Shop around. Someone's got to get the ball. It can't just be a chase show. That's not going to happen. So for Kevin, Gesicki and Flowers, I like Gesicki, and I take a little Chase Brown, 2 tutties at 450. I also went on the Ravens for Lamar at a 240, and Mr. Flowers, another tight end. We like our tight ends here. That's number 2 tight end, plus 115. Tight end number 3, Fergie, Jake Ferguson, plus 425 for the Dallas Cowboys. They also went Pickens 140, CD plus 135, Hunt 135, Worthy $2. In this game, Kevin's going over 300 passing yards here. Mahomes plus 188, Dak 4-1. Love that. Shop around. Get a good number, folks, because they're going to be all over the place. We both think this game is going to be a shootout and some scoring. Maybe an over. I would do what you want to do. 300-something yards passing each guy. And let's be honest, even if one team's getting their butt kicked, the other guy's going to be throwing it. Even if he's getting picked off, he's going to throw for 300-something yards with 3 interceptions. I mean, right?
And I not to interrupt, but I think a short week benefits the offenses in this game because you'd always see the short week. The offenses are tired, but they have so much on the line here. I think these offenses are going to come in super stoked, and the defenses are going to be a little tired here. I think it plays into this one perfect for all of us. So,
yeah, no, I agree. And your final game, or actually your first game, because this is the early start, Green Bay and Detroit. Kev likes Watson over 75.5 receiving yards at plus 220. Again, that's one catch. I mean, he's got one for like 47, and you're just like a catch away in the first quarter from him cashing on this guy. Same Brown 8-time touchdown, plus 105. I went a little different with Brown. I said he'll catch 2 for 750. I mean, the Green Bay secondary is not all that. I mean, if one is even money, basically, you're gonna be 750. Like he can't catch another touchdown. Whatever, we'll take the 750. I went Gibby, our favorite iCarly character. Gibbs, not the real Gibby. Gibby. Did you ever see iCarly?
I have 3 daughters. Yeah.
Okay, so you have. Spencer's hilarious. That guy Spencer. I feel bad for him. He had like some YouTube channel. I call him weird because like my YouTube channel had like more views than his. I was like, really? This is what this poor bastard's doing now? The guy was genuinely pretty funny. Yeah. I thought he was a funny guy. Anyway, if you like Gibby and iCarly, my favorite one was I Get Pranky. I Get Pranky was a hilarious episode. Anyway, Jamar Gibbs 2 touchdowns.
What's your best Gibby impression? You gotta pull your shirt over your head.
Shirt off? Yeah. So here's real fast on Gibby, folks. So you can look this up on YouTube. There's an episode where it's a straight up Goodfellas, where he's running an underground sandwich shop in a basement or something. Gibby is, and some guy comes in and he's like busting his chops. He's like, "Hey man, I don't take my shirt off anymore. I do that, And Sam's like, "Hey, sandwiches are in the house here. All right." Goodfellas is hilarious. Gibby. Oh man! All right, we got Gibby, we got St. Brown. Now we got Gibbs and Brown. Anytime Teddy parlay for 232. We go off the rails every show, folks. It's somewhere in there, whether it's Big Mac or Whoppers or Gibby taking a shirt off. You don't know where we're gonna go. That's why you got to stick around. That's why you put the notification bell on, because you got to rewatch it. You're like, what the hell did he just say? I got to watch the whole show because you just lost me at the end. It's all right. It's okay. We got replay here on YouTube. Don't forget to like the channel, subscribe, put that notification bell on for your Gibby updates. What's Spencer doing after iCarly at the Winner's Circle? Maybe we'll get him as a guest. Who knows? You know what? I'll reach out to this guy on the X if you can find him. Maybe we'll have him come in and give his picks out. Celebrity picks on Friday with Mark Lawrence and myself. You never know. Black Friday sale in effect, 20% off all packages, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, whatever you want to get on. All day pass $69. Why wouldn't you do that for a Thursday when there's going to be a early game, a lunchtime, and a night game? I'll get all 3. Maybe there's the Navy football games included, right? I think Navy and Memphis are playing on Thursday night. There'll be college basketball. Get a day pass. This is day pass heaven. College hoops, college football, or NFL football and college hoops and NBA, all these sports going on. The day pass is the way to go, and it's on sale, 20% off, along with every other package at gamblersworld.net. Whew. Now I'm going to do some Gibby stuff. That was pretty funny. I'm glad you remembered Gibby. That's good. Jim's probably like, who the hell is Gibby? His kids are like older. But anyway. All right, folks. We're out of here. Happy Thanksgiving. Kev, you have a good one. People watching, you have a good one as well. Hey, listen, we're back tomorrow. You're going to be sitting around eating leftovers. I will be live at 1:30 with Matt Fargo and Mark Lawrence. Maybe I'll be eating some cold stuffing on air. Football, it'll be live during football. There'll be games going on. Maybe we're in-game betting talk. Who knows? Be there, 1:30 p.m. I'm going to say tomorrow. It's Friday. Football Friday Live, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. There you go. We're out here. Enjoy your day, Kev. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you.